Hello, friends. Let's continue with our series. We will now be doing a very important program, which is the array reversing program in Java. Let's begin this. We have initialized, uh, we have started the program using the default boilerplate code of Java. Now we will define our integer. Actually, let's keep it this way. Don't get confused. You can just put the square brackets anywhere. I like to do it in front of our array so that we are able to define it with its name itself. Some people like to define it with the int, some people like to define with the original. Both are same and get us same results. It's about the personal preference, right? All right, let's continue further. We have our array here. Mm, let's keep it till 50. Let's initialize the value of j equal to 0. I'll explain you how it works. Now we are ready for our for loop. Increment the j, and once we are done with this, we are going to be adding the command. right, let's see if it looks good. Seems pretty fine. All right, that looks good to me. So the reason I like to code in front of you is so that you can understand your intuition, you can understand, you can understand the program, and at the same time do some logic building, because that's the most essential part of the DSA, friends. So this is a very easy program. All right, and uh, the size, this is simply a easy program, guys, but the size of a program never determines if it's a hard problem or if it's a complicated problem. The functions and the operations that are performed inside a program are the real ones to decide whether a program is hard or not the length of the number or the number of lines in a program. So basically, let's get into it. uh, I've initially defined and initialized some array here. We have our original array, then we have our reversed array, for which we have created a new array, right? We have initialized a new space for it. The data type is integer data type. In the original length here, original dot length here defines the size of our original array, right? We need to know our size. We need to know the size of the array we are creating, right? Because the size is fixed and we need to define it. The values, the values can be replaced later. The values can be filled with later. But for now, the size we will have to know. All right. And by the way, the default value in a Java array is 0. The default values are 0. You can replace them with another values once, but once you replace, those value are not default anymore. So you are not able to replace them once again. You are just able to replace them when they are at their default values, and the default values are 0. Just in case, guys, it is always good to have the information with yourself. So I'm sharing it with you. So then we have initialized j equal to 0, which will come into handy at the end of our for loop. So I just wanted to keep it easy. So just know that j is initialized, right? Just to keep it easy for you. So we will create a for loop. We'll start our for loop with integer I equal to original dot length minus 1, which means we have this original array. The length of this array, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The length of this array is 5. So for int I equal to original dot length minus 1, which means 5 minus 1, which is 4. Int I equal to 4. So I starts with the value 4. All right. Since this is the reverse loop, it will start from here and go until here. We are simply printing the values of the array from here. And that's exactly what a reverse is. So for I equal to original dot length minus 1, until I is greater than or equal to 0, we will keep on going. We'll keep on going here, 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 until the value is greater or equal to 0. We will keep on moving. And once we are here, we're also going to be decrementing the value of I, which you can already see here. We are going to be traversing. So we need to manipulate the value of I in order to traverse further. In this, we perform our action state, the action or the task that you are going to be performing inside your for loop. In here, we have reversed of j. J is initially 0 right now, as you can see. Reversed of j, which means reversed of 0, right? The reversed is our new array. We have not really defined the variables. We have defined the size, but we have not defined the variables, right? So reverse of j, which means reverse of 0, equal to original of I, right? So when I is 4, reverse of j, right? Reverse of j becomes the value which is set I of 4. So reverse of j, or the first value of j, right? To make you understand in an easy manner, reverse of j or first value of j will be 50. Then j will be incremented, right? The value of j will now be 1. Here the j is not being placed as a literal. Here the value of j is being assigned into the array, right? The value of j is being assigned into the array. The value is not being printed, it's just being assigned in the array that we have initialized. So once the j is added, the j becomes 1, the I is decremented. So int I equal to original dot length minus 1, where we started from, and I is greater than equal to 0 will be the condition. So we go here, we check if I is greater than equal to 0. Yes, I is greater than equal to 0, right? Right? And we will go inside the for loop. Keep in mind, I is here, reversed of j, which is reversed of 1, which means the first index of reversed array, not the 0th index, the first index of 0, the first index of reversed, which is 20, 20. But since it's a reversed, we are going to be go with the values of I, which is 40, will be added, right? And then 30 as reverse of 2, 20, reverse of 3, 10, reverse of 4, and now the reversed has been created using the original array. And then use the system.out.println reversed array. We apply the for loop for int I equal to 0, I less than reverse dot length I plus plus, system.out.print reversed of I, and a space, right? Let's see how it works. We have the reversed array, right? The print command, which is the reversed array. You have the loop where it starts or initialize with I equal to 0. I's value is less than reverse dot length, and we keep on incrementing I. The system will print the reversed of I, right? Along with space. So you can see this, the system command prints the reverse of I with some spaces. That was a very basic program. I hope you were able to understand. I hope you are able to practice this. If you practice this, the program will become very intuitive for you. You will exactly get what you are doing with the program. So really just go and practice it. And I hope you are able to understand everything, and thank you for watching.